Okay. So for long-term energy, on which type of
It's
food we rely?
lipids.
Yeah, we rely on
Lipids.
lipids for long-term food storage. Why there is need of long-term food storage?
Like,
Hmm?
maybe that you lack, sometimes you don't eat food, or, like sometimes there's less energy in your body.
Yes, exactly.
That's why.
We can't eat 24 hours a day. No one can
Yeah.
eat for 24 hours. We eat our some time of interval after when once some time is passed, right? 5 or 6 hours. So
Mm-hmm.
in breakfast, like we are taking lipid in the form of butter or cheese. So those things help us to survive for those 5 to 6 hours, right? Then after that, our sugar level become low and we feel hungry. Then again we take the meal, right?
Yeah.
Uh, yes. So we started our discussion firstly by organic molecules, and I told you that organic molecules are those which have carbon in them. All the molecules which have carbon in them are considered as organic molecules, right?
Yeah.
So the carbohydrates are organic, right? Carbohydrates are organic. The what we can say lipids are organic in nature because in lipids there is carbon as well. Proteins are also organic. Now
Yeah.
our discussion is on lipids. We have ended our discussion on the carbohydrates. Basic biochemistry, yeah, basic biochemistry, we discussed about the hydrolysis and condensation. Can you tell me the difference between hydrolysis and condensation? In which scenario our body undergo hydrolysis and in which scenario our body undergo condensation reactions?
Hydrolysis are like, what's it called? Like for hydrolysis to happen, what's it called? You need,
Hmm.
like, where it breaks, like the water breaks like, more molecules. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it becomes
Which
like when you
which type
have
of
like
molecules will be broken down? The bigger one or smaller one?
the bigger one, the
Yeah. Yes.
disaccharides.
Disaccharides or polysaccharides, right?
Yeah, polysaccharides, which has three or more.
Yes. So why
Yeah,
why
and
our body undergo hydrolysis?
to break down like foods
Hmm.
in your like, system.
No, yeah, it is breaking. But my question is that why it is happening? Why our body needs to do hydrolysis?
Maybe because like, all the water and the large food, goes like it needs a source to become smaller, and like, to give, energy
Hmm.
in our body.
Yes.
Yeah,
The glucose
like
is the
digestion of our
monosaccharide.
food,
Hmm.
and then
Yes.
like digestion of our food, when the food digest, like we get
Yes.
carbs.
Yes. Basically, when we talk about the wait a minute, I think is connectivity issue. I was saying that when we talk about the carbohydrates, in carbohydrates,
Mhm.
which one is the useful carbohydrate for our body? That is glucose, right? The monosaccharide.
Yeah.
So if we intake disaccharide or if we intake polysaccharide, our body converts that disaccharide or polysaccharide into monosaccharide, into glucose. Okay. For this purpose, hydrolysis is happening in our body so that any type of disaccharide in our body can be converted into monosaccharide. Why? Because our body accepts monosaccharide. Our body accepts glucose can dissolve in blood. That's why we say that blood glucose level is high, blood glucose level is low. In simple terms, we say sugar level is high, the person's sugar level is low. We say this in terms of glucose. When there is more glucose in the
Mhm.
blood, we say the sugar level is high. When there is less glucose, we say sugar level is low. So glucose is the acceptable form, okay, among carbohydrates. Although we eat disaccharide in the form of We intake sucrose, we intake lactose in the form of milk. So these are what? These are disaccharides. We are taking them in the form of disaccharide, but our body cannot directly
Mm.
use disaccharide. Our body can use monosaccharides. That's why these
Yeah.
disaccharides and polysaccharides are converted into monosaccharides. Okay, that's why hydrolysis of disaccharides and polysaccharides is done, so that our body can get glucose, because it can use glucose. It cannot use directly lactose or sucrose. It has to convert them, right? Clear?
Yeah.
What about condensation reactions? Why condensation
Condensation
happens,
reaction.
and what are condensation reactions?
Condensation. What's it called? Reactions are like what's it
Hmm.
called?
Hmm.
Basically like you have to add like two molecules together,
Yes,
like from monosaccharide to disaccharide, or disaccharide to polysaccharide. That's it's opposite of hydration.
hydrolysis.
Yeah, hydrolysis.
Hydration is something else. Hydration is something else. We're talking about hydrolysis.
Yeah,
Hydrolysis means,
yeah, it's the opposite of hydrolysis.
sorry, what you are saying?
Yeah, it's the opposite of hydrolysis.
Yeah, and why it happens?
I'm not sure. Maybe wait, is it maybe because of like if you need to? No, I'm not sure.
It's about in terms of proteins. Sometimes, firstly, when proteins enter in our body converts them into amino acids, into smaller units, right?
Yeah,
And then where there is need of proteins, like where proteins are needed, what is the function of proteins?
function of proteins are to build up like muscles or in your body.
Yes, so where proteins will be needed, at that place our body will combine the amino acids and make the protein. Okay,
Yeah.
like when we are intaking a protein, let's say you intake uh, a beef steak. Okay, and then after some time your body will convert the protein into amino acids. Okay, in your stomach, the process will happen in your stomach, and the protein digestion will start there, and amino acids will be formed, right? Then those
Yeah.
amino acids will go to your muscles, and in their muscles they will make muscle proteins. Okay, so in that reaction, condensation occurs, right? Where there is need to make proteins from smaller units. First thing is, everything will be digested. If we are taking protein, protein will be converted into amino acid. If we are taking lipid will be converted into its units, like the fats and glycerol. But where
Hmm.
there is the need of the protein, at that place, those amino acids will combine again, and they will form the protein, right?
Hmm.
Are you getting this? Why
Yeah.
condensation happens? It depends on the need of the cell. It depends on the need of our body.
Like how
Okay.
much cell yeah
Yeah.
needs.
Like if our cells need amino acids, then our body will convert protein into amino acid. And if our body need proteins, then those amino acids will again convert it into protein by the help of condensation reaction. Okay.
Yeah.
It okay. Yeah, this they have mentioned about the hydrolysis reaction. If you see hydrolysis, what was hydrolysis? To break down something in the presence of water. So this is starch. Starch is a starch is a polysaccharide, right? So
Yes,
that's why
yes.
you see one, two, three, four, five glucose molecules are there, right? In this
Yeah.
starch. So this starch, by the addition of water, it will be converted into glucose subunits, right? So this reaction
Yeah.
is hydrolysis, right? Starch we get
Yeah.
from the plants. Starch is you can get from the plants. So then again, these glucose units, when you add water in it, no, sorry, you will remove water. In hydrolysis, we add water. In condensation, we remove water, right? This is condensation
Yeah.
reaction. You are combining them. So when you will combine again, what will be formed? Glycogen will be formed, right? Clear? I told
Mm-hmm.
you that in our body as well, we whatever food we take firstly, that will be converted into glucose, right? And what happens when you have extra glucose in your blood? What happens to that
Mm-hmm.
glucose? Hmm?
It stores in like a source of ATP.
Yeah, it stores in the form of glycogen. Okay.
Glycogen, yeah.
Yeah. If, for example, there are 50 glucose molecules in your body, but your body need 30 glucose molecules, right? So 20 glucose molecules are extra at that time. I'm not talking about the all day. At that time when you have taken the meal, okay? The time when you have
Mm-hmm.
taken the meal, let's say you have taken 50 glucose molecules, like whatever the food that was, that converted into 50 glucose molecules. But your body needs 30 glucose molecules at that time. So your body will convert 20 glucose molecules into glycogen, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And store them in the liver for
Mm-hmm.
further use. Clear?
Yeah.
Then again, what happens, when blood glucose level will be low, then this glycogen will again convert into glucose. This
Mm-hmm.
this is done by the insulin. This glucose, the extra glucose is converted into glycogen by the help of insulin. Insulin hormone. It
Yeah.
helps. It helps to regulate the blood glucose level. We say that insulin regulates the blood glucose level. If someone asks you how it regulates, so you will say that whenever we have something in our meal, any carbohydrate in our meal, that carbohydrate will be converted into glucose first, right? This is the first step. Then our body will see whether the glucoses are enough for the body or whether they are more. If the glucoses are more, it means your blood sugar level is high. So at that time, your body's insulin will be activated and
Mm-hmm.
it will convert extra glucose into the glycogen. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting this? That this
Yeah.
hormone helps to convert the extra glucose into glycogen. Similarly, when there is once our body has used the 30 glucoses, after 2 or 3 hours your blood glucose level will be decreased, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So at that time, what should be done? Your liver, the glycogen stored in the liver, that should convert into glucose, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this will be converted by a hormone known as glucagon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
When this reaction will occur, glycogen to glucose, in which
Uh,
scenario? Hmm?
when the glucose level is low.
Yeah, when the blood glucose level is low, then glycogen from the liver will come out and convert into glucose. This conversion is done by the glucagon hormone. Okay, these
Mm-hmm.
two hormones work in parallel. Okay, to each other. How they are working parallel to each other? Can you tell me?
I'm not sure.
Think about it. Like, first thing I told you, when glucose is more, then insulin will be
Yeah,
activated.
yeah,
Hmm.
if yeah, glucose is more, that's why insulin like activates to make it down.
Yes, and it will
Yes,
convert
and
it into glycogen.
the glycogen.
Yes.
Yeah, but if the your glycogen is like no, if your glucose is high, then glycogen will make it lower.
No, no, no. If glucose,
It will make it higher.
when glucose is low, then glycogen will convert into glucose, and this will be done by glucagon hormone, right? So
Mhm.
that's why
Yeah.
we say glucagon and insulin work in parallel to each other. At one time, insulin will be activated, and at the other time, glucagon will be activated, right? When
Hmm.
blood glucose level is high, at that time, insulin will be activated, and when the glucose level is low, then glucagon hormone will activate, right? Because its
Hmm.
function is to
Yeah.
normalize blood glucose level. And how it will normalize? It will take glucose, it will take this glycogen and convert it into glucose. Clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
you, you know why glycogen, why we are converting it into glycogen? Because our body cannot store glucose, right? This I told you, that
Mhm.
carbohydrates in the form of glucose cannot be stored. So extra glucose will always be stored in the form of glycogen, and that will be stored in the liver. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
So that's why if we have some, some people have liver issues, they undergo liver transplant. Otherwise, their blood glucose level cannot be maintained. And due to their liver problem, they also have sugar issues. They also have diabetes and diabetic issues. They undergo many different type of tests, and they take many medicines to control their diabetic condition, right?
Yeah.
Because our liver is controlling this. Okay. Then in lipids, we have discussed. Uh, I told you in lipids that there is page number 62. Where is this page number 62? It's not in this page. Okay, Rohan, send me this page number 62 picture after the class. Okay. Now we are doing this.
I will try to. I'll try.
Before tomorrow, before Sunday, Saturday's class. Okay, send me that.
Oh, okay, okay,
I
yeah,
will
I'll send
remind
you
you.
before. Oh, okay.
Okay,
No, I can do it today night.
okay, okay. Now I'm going to tell you about the lipids. We have done a discussion. We will revise it again. Yes. Okay. In lipids, we discussed about the oils and fats. Can you tell me the difference? First thing, what are the two components in a lipid? See this.
In a Yeah.
These are two lipids. Okay, fats and oil. What are the two things in them? The
Yeah,
main two things.
yeah, the main two things are like the cholesterol like
Yes.
in the middle, and then there is like
Hmm.
layers, fatty acid
Fatty acid
layers.
chains. Fatty acid chains. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. What is the difference between fat and oil? See this and
Um
tell.
yeah, what's it called? Fat, like I'm pretty sure fat has all stable lines, but cholesterol has what like it has at least
Hmm.
one imbalance line, like
Unsaturated. We say
chain. Yeah,
unsaturated.
unsaturated.
Double
Yeah,
bond.
unsaturated. Yeah,
Yeah, this
double
is
bonded.
this is not lines, these are bonds. Okay, we will say that in fats, these fatty acid chains are what? These are saturated, okay?
Yeah,
These fatty
saturated,
acid
but
chains, yes,
in oil it's unsaturated.
yeah.
One of them at least has a double bond.
Yeah, at least one chain, in one chain at least there will be one double bond present, okay? Like on any
Hmm.
position. So in this we say uh, there will be glycerol. Glycerol will be same in fat and oil, but the difference is in the fatty acid chain. If all the three fatty acid chains are saturated, then we say that this is fat. And if any of these three fatty acid chains, if any of
Hmm.
them is unsaturated, then we say that this is oil, right?
Yeah.
Now, can you tell me some other differences in fats and oils which we have discussed, like physical appearance? What is the physical appearance of a fat?
Fat is like a solid structure, but oil is in a liquid structure.
What about temperature
And
change,
yeah,
boiling point and melting point?
uh, fat, uh,
Hmm.
fat can't be what's it called like it has a high
Hmm.
high
Yes,
temperature, but oil
high melting and boiling point. We will say
yes,
high melting and boiling point. Yes. Why
yeah, fat
why
has
why
a high
its melting and boiling point is high?
because of its hard solid structure.
Yes, because of this single bonds, right? Because
Yeah,
of this
single
single
bonds.
bonds, it is solid. Okay, and that is
Mhm.
why it has high melting and boiling point. Saturated.
Yeah,
We have discussed that single bonds are strongest bonds, right?
strongest. Yeah.
So that's why we say that the fats are solid at room temperature, as well as the fats have what? They are solid, they are saturated, their melting and boiling points are very high. What about oils?
Oils, what's it called? It has a low melting and boiling point because of the double bond in the acid chains.
Fatty acid chains, right? So, uh, because of this double bond, we say that their melting and boiling point will be low, right?
Low, yeah,
As compared to the fat. Okay. Uh,
yeah.
yeah. What are the sources of fats and oils?
Sources of fats and oils.
Yeah. How we get fat?
Fats, fat is like desi ghee,
Yeah. And
yeah, and oils are basically like uh
oils are
nuts,
any oils. The
like
uh,
yeah, like
canola oil,
coconut,
olive
butter,
oil. Yeah.
yeah,
We use
and like
canola oil in food, in cooking food, in sunflower oil as
yes,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, butter. We get from butter the fats. Fats we get from butter. Red meat. Yeah, red meat is very, it is full of the fats. And the people who are suffering from this problem, the fatty, when they have high cholesterol, so the doctors say them that don't take a red meat, because the red meat, they always suggest white meat to them.
hmm
Those people
Yeah.
who have high cholesterol problems, the heart problems, the doctor suggests them to take white meat. You know what is white meat?
No.
Fish, the meat of the
Oh,
fish,
okay, okay.
and
Oh,
chicken, right?
hmm
And red
Yeah.
meat is the meat of the, you can say, beef and mutton. Beef and mutton are red meat. So the
hmm
doctors tell them don't take red meat. The people who are suffering from the cholesterol. Why? Because red meat increases their fat level in their body. Okay, it increases their
hmm
cholesterol. That's why it is avoidable in that condition. Otherwise, red meat is very good. And yes, okay. Which one is good cholesterol and which one is bad?
what's it called?
Mm.
Uh, yeah, like oils is a better
Hmm.
like cholesterol, but
Oil are good cholesterol, right?
yeah, yeah, fats are bad type of cholesterol.
Yes. Why they are bad type of cholesterol?
Because it like what's it called? It has like a lot of like because of the double bonds in the fatty acids.
Yes, because of the double bonds. And sorry, what I ask you?
Like how why is the cholesterol
Why?
level high?
Yeah, I was asking you. Okay, about the fats. Why we say that these are bad cholesterol? Because fats accumulate in our arteries. They block our arteries. Okay, that's why we say them
hmm
that they are bad cholesterol, and that's why we have heart problems. When your arteries will be blocked, blood will not pass through the
hmm
arteries, and it will get back to the heart. And when it will get back to the heart, there are the chances of heart attack. That's why we say that fats are not good if you take them in excess. Everything is good in normal range, but if you take them in excess, then they are bad, because the fats can accumulate in your arteries and they can cause blockage in the arteries. Okay, and sometimes they rupture the arteries, and there are,
hmm
severe internal injuries. So we
Yeah.
should we should take fats, but in normal concentration, and as well as in oils in normal amount.
hmm
Okay, so this was about the fats and oil. We are done with this. I hope so. On page number 62, this will be same. You see, this is glycerol, right? And there are three fatty acid chains. So they have mentioned lipids are formed by condensation. You see, this is what condensation. We
Condensation.
are combining. So when we are combining, the reaction is condensation reaction, right?
hmm
When we
Yeah.
combine, this reaction is condensation. Okay, now tell me, we will add water to this or we will remove water from this? This is condensation.
Yeah.
So what we will do? Remove water or add water?
Yeah. If it's like condensation, you have to add water.
Are you sure? Think about it. What is hydrolysis?
Yeah. Hydrolysis. No, 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 no. Sorry, sorry. In condensation, you have to like
Hmm.
uh, wait.
Hydrolysis was to break something in the presence of water, right?
Yeah.
In
You
that
have to
we,
add water
yeah,
to.
in hydrolysis.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But in
Oh, okay,
condensation,
okay. You have to remove water.
yes, we have to remove. Remember from the hydrolysis, it was difficult for me to remember this one. Then I remember one thing about the hydrolysis, and the opposite will happen in condensation.
Mm-hmm.
Hydrolysis means to break something in the presence of water. It means you are adding water. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
condensation means to remove water,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So we will remove water and glycerols and fatty acids will combine, and there will be this fat will be formed. You see this one. This one is condensation. This
Mm-hmm.
half. It means we are combining. Then if you go opposite in the opposite side, it means if you want to break this fat, you need to add water, right? You
Mm-hmm.
need
Yeah.
to add water. In this, you need to remove water.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Fats are solid at room temperature, and we have discussed these things that fats are solid, oils are liquid, right? And they are excellent store of energy and form barrier. Yeah, these two, fats and oils, these are the functions. That fats and oils are excellent store of energy, and they form barrier between watery environment. This I
Mm-hmm.
will explain you once you will share with me the picture, okay? In the next
Mm-hmm.
class. Now, in the next meet, we will discuss the chemistry, and tomorrow we will discuss the proteins. You
Okay,
are
sure.
clear with the lipid?
Yeah, yeah.
I will share the new link on the email, right?
Oh, yeah, sure, sure.
Okay. So, yes, we are done with carbon, hydrogen, and the. If you see the carbohydrates and lipids in both of these, what are the common things? Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And lipids, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen are there. In carbohydrates, carbon, oxygen, and lipids, oxygen are there.